Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast. I'm YouTube famous now. Not as famous as Jeffree Star, obviously. I don't have 2 entire series dedicated to me. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2030. The album, Dad F. Rock on gold dust, rah, rah, woman. Okay, let's get right into this video, shall we? Well, this is obviously my reaction to the Shane Dawson trailer that he put out about his new series, which is called, I believe, The Beautiful Life of Jeffree Star. So ding-a-ling-a-ling, shim-a-lang, dang, ding-dong, ding. House of Drama Fun, this is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you? No, I'm just sitting around waiting for Peter Monn's reaction to the new Shane Dawson trailer. Well, he does after shows. Peter's done after shows for almost all of Shane's trailers. I'm so excited to hear what he has to say about it, I'm sure. Well, all right, Jane, we can talk about it at the Women's League on Thursday. Okay, bye. So anyway, first of all, let me just tell you what how I feel about this. Number one, I'm bitter because the first part of the series comes out on October 1st, and I will be flying back from San Diego, California. So I won't be able to make my reaction video to Shane Dawson's first part of his series until the next day. Or actually, am I coming back the second? I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. But anyway. I don't have my phone near me, so I do believe I'm coming back on the 1st, which means I will be uploading my response to the Shane Dawson series the next day, the first part of it. Now, y'all know, if you've been watching my videos, that I have been attempting to be as unbiased as possible. So, and I think you guys know, if you've watched my videos for a long time, that I really like Shane. I think he's a really cool guy. I think he is a creative genius when it comes to YouTube and these documentary series and things like that. So, I've also been speculating in probably my last 3 months of videos, if not more, what this series was going to be about. So I'm going to attempt to go into this completely unbiased about how I feel about this. First of all, I have to say, I was really surprised when I saw the title for this video, that it was The Beautiful Life of Jeffree Star. I was really surprised because a lot of people had said he's not going to just do another series about Jeffree Star, is he? And so the fact that he is indeed doing another series about Jeffree Star, or the majority of it is going to be about Jeffree Star, unless it's just one episode that is going to be called that, and that might be the case. It may just be one episode that is about Jeffree Star. This may not be the whole series. I don't know. Because he's talked about how this is kind of going to be an ongoing thing, and that each video is like an episode or something. So I don't know, maybe he's doing the entire beauty community and this just first episode is going to be dedicated to Jeffree Star. I don't really get that impression though, for as much footage as he showed of Jeffree Star and making a palette. I mean, if you watch it from the beginning to the end, and if you haven't, please go watch Shane's trailer first of the Jeffree Star series before you watch this video, because I don't want to ruin anything for you. But he's got a lot of merch in there. He's got mirrors like Jeffree's, but they're actually pigs. And then he's got a backpack that is a pig. So he's got some cute merch that's coming out. Obviously, this is like Shane merch. And we already know that there's going to be a palette that is going to be being released, because Jeffree Star said there is a Shane palette coming out. He said that months ago. So I do believe a lot of it's going to be about that. One of the things I was really surprised about, before I get into basically the meat and potatoes, if you like food, go check out my review channel today. I reviewed the Jack Skeleton from The Night Before Christmas Frappuccino on my review channel today, so go check that out. One of the things I was really kind of surprised about was how much of Shane's personal life he put into the trailer. You know, his engagement to Ryland, and Morgan was in there, and things like that. So I do believe there will be a lot of Shane's personal life that is woven through the series, and how he was affected in filming the series and things like that. I think before, you know, giving any kind of an analysis, critical film analysis of what I thought of this, or my interest in watching it, I do want to just say I thought it was a beautifully shot trailer. I thought the song in the background was beautiful. I thought the whole thing was just shot like it was just done really well. I thought even at the very end, it kind of ending on Dramageddon with James Charles and them sitting around watching the videos of he and Toddy. I thought all of that was very interesting. I think it piques our interest. I'm going to have a really hard time waiting 9 episodes to see if that's going to be in the 9th episode. When Shane tweeted out something about this is going to probably be 9 episodes or something, I thought, seriously? And if it's going to be like an episode a month, I think, it's just my personal opinion, I think it would be better for Shane if he released them, maybe not 9, consecutive days, but maybe like 1 or 2 a week, or I think 2 a week would probably be smart, because I think that if he releases them over a period of 9 months or 9 weeks or 18 weeks or something, I think people are going to get bored of this. I really do. There are a lot of people that are really excited about this, but these are people that like kind of stand Jeffree and Shane's friendship together. There's a lot of people that I've already seen comments on, and the video has been up literally 19 minutes, that listen, I got things to do tonight, okay? Tonight's my home group meeting, so I gotta get out of here. So I want to make this video quick. But there's a lot of people that are super excited about it in the comments, are like, oh my god, I'm dying, these are my 2 favorite icons together, I can't wait to see this, blah, 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 whatever. There are a lot of other people that are like, I thought it was gonna be a conspiracy theory video. I don't know how they could have thought that when Shane has literally teased this series out forever. I think if there's one thing that we have to give Shane credit for, if you can't give him credit for anything else, is that he is kind of a marketing genius when it comes to teasing things out, right? Okay, on a personal level, I don't really know that I care to watch 9 episodes of Shane Dawson. I don't know, like, showing us the personal ins and outs of Jeffree Star's life, if that's going to be the entirety of the video. I don't personally care that much about any beauty influencer, okay? So before you come for me and you're like, oh this or oh that, I wouldn't care to watch a 9-part series on Jeffree Star, or Manny MUA, or Nikki Tutorials, or Laura Lee, or James Charles, or any of them. I don't want to watch a 9-part series about any of those people, okay? I just really don't. And I think it's going to be interesting to see how this series evolves. Now, I will watch it because I'm going to be reporting. I'm a reporter. Because I'm going to obviously do videos responding to it. But I will say this, okay? Unlike the trailer for the Jeffree series, the original one, unlike the trailer for the Jake Paul series, unlike the trailer for all that stuff, I'm actually pretty intrigued with this trailer because I want to see where he's going to go with this. I want to see how it's going to start, where it's going to go, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, he is going to be addressing Dramageddon in this, He showed the James Charles video. He showed the Toddy video. He showed them watching it. So obviously, that is going to be a part of this. Now, either they are part of this too, and this is a calculated experiment that everybody has been suggesting, or I don't know, maybe they've all made up behind the scenes, and Manny and Jeffree and James and all of them are getting along now, and really what we're seeing is not 2-sided friendships like I've been talking about, that it seems like there's a siding in friendships. Okay, maybe they're all friends behind the scenes again. Maybe Shane brought them together. Back in the day, I do know that there was discussion about getting everybody on the same platform to talk, and that I think maybe Shane was going to be part of that and come in to, kind of moderate that whole thing. Maybe that happened. I don't know. Maybe that would be part of the series. If that is, and something really, really positive can come out of the series other than just showing us the life of somebody, I think that would be fantastic. I would be all there for it. But I'm going to watch it. I mean, it's intriguing to me. I want to see what's going to happen with this series. I want to see what direction he's going to go into. I am actually very interested to see the development of this palette and his merchandise that he's putting together. So I am really excited to see him do all that. I'm excited about this series, period. Like, I really, to be honest with you, I thought when it came up, it was either going to be this. I thought the trailer was either going to be really kind of like subpar, that it just wasn't, it didn't meet my expectations for what it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a 30-second trailer, and that it was going to show him and Jeffree putting this palette together, and that was kind of it. And then he was like, okay, I shied away from everything I was going to talk about. Or I thought he was going to go all in, and I think that there was going to be a lot of surprises and stuff. I mean, of course, there's always the Shane and all this kind of stuff to it, about like, oh my god, this and that and whatever. I really like the fact that he is weaving together his personal life with it, if that is a big part of the series. You know, in living in the world of the documentary, of which I watch tons of documentaries, one of the things that's interesting that we're starting to see, you know, in 2018, 2019, is how the documentarian is affected as well by the filming of all of this. One of the things that's interesting is, I don't know, for those of you that watch Pose out there, Pose is one of my favorite TV shows. And much of it in season 2 was based on original characters, or the truth, like they were real people, from Paris is Burning. And I watched Paris is Burning again the other night. Now, I remember Paris is Burning coming out in 1991. I know it's hard to believe, but I was, at the time, how old was I? I was 19 years old. I had just come out the year before, and I was completely enamored with this movie. It literally changed my life. And I was reading all these articles recently about Jenny Livingston, who did the original documentary, and she was talking in these articles, because it's been 25 years, you know, since she was affected, 25 years? These articles were written at 25 years, about how she was affected by these people in their lives, and how her life was forever changed by filming this documentary. So I do think that by Shane showing his personal life and how it's affected by this documentary, or his interest in makeup and all these things, I do think is a really interesting way to take the documentary, and I'm all there for it. I want to see it. You know, I think that one of the criticisms that people are going to have is this just going to be another Shane Jeffree documentary on the heels of you just doing a Jeffree Star documentary? That's why I was really surprised by the title of it. But I think probably Shane doesn't really care and knows people will watch it anyway. I don't believe that Shane Dawson would put out 2 really identical series. I think most people know that, right? So it's going to be completely different than his first series with Jeffree Star, which was short, and this is going to be longer. This has been being filmed for a year, so there's going to be a lot in there that, you know, is behind the scenes and the relationships and all this kind of stuff. And I do think that one thing that was interesting to me when I was watching it was there was a lot of Shane and Ryland, there was a lot of Jeffree and Shane, there was a lot of this, there was a lot of that. Andrew was a big part of it. I didn't see Nathan a big part of this series. So it'll be interesting to me to see how much of the series Nathan is in, if this is the beautiful life of Jeffree Star. You know, I know that he was in Shane's first series about Jeffree. So it'd be kind of interesting. The reason I say that is, you know, in the past, when Jeffree would go and do these openings of stores and things like that, Nathan wasn't a really big part of that. But if you have watched Jeffree recently, Nathan is going on a lot of these trips with him. He does do the store openings, and they've been traveling a lot together more recently. So I think it would only make sense if, you know, towards the end of the series when it's been being filmed, that Nathan is a big part of that. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. What do you guys think of the series? Were you like, oh my God, I can't wait to watch this? I'm intrigued to see what the series is about, but I'm not completely blown away. I mean, that's just it for me. You know, like, I don't know. I'm really excited to see how Shane addresses Dramageddon and the James Charles, Toddy, Jeffree situation, because that was what I'm interested in. You know, I don't know how it's going to be portrayed, but they're kind of like, if this is going to be like, let's take us down the emotional road of Jeffree Star and all this kind of stuff. You know, as somebody that has read the back and forth bite back between all of these people, and I'm not just talking about Jeffree, I'm talking about James, I'm talking about all of them involved in this, you know, and this toxicity of friendships that goes around. If we're going to talk about one isolated incident, I want to see the whole about the toxicity of the friendships. And I don't think that that can be addressed just in one part of an episode, or one episode of this 9-part series. I mean, that in itself is like a huge issue. So if that is that they bring them all together and talk, that would kind of not really be a documentary though, I guess. I don't know. Like, that would be more of a talk show kind of forum. So I don't know. I do think there is going to be something about that. I was actually sent some pictures I've been sent this a couple different times, of Morgan on a brand trip with Manny. And so apparently they talk and they know each other. So Shane apparently, I don't know, maybe doesn't have any issues with Manny. So that, and this was from like March, April. So this would make you think that, you know, maybe he was, I don't know. I have no clue. I'm as clueless as you guys are on what this series is going to be about. I'm going to be really interested to see how the whole thing with Dramageddon is addressed. And I will be watching it very closely, because I watched it very closely when it all went down. And I think a lot of people are. I think it's going to be interesting, because if Shane it's going to be interesting how he presents it, okay? If he presents it in a way that people are like, because there's a lot of people that watched very, very closely what was going on. If he addresses it from a point of view that people don't agree with, they're going to be real quick to call him out and be like, I think you're starting to see only one side of the story, and you need to be real careful of that. Like I've said in previous videos, I do not believe that Jeffree Star would come out and do a video where he addresses James and Tati and all of that without actually reaching out to them. So I don't know, maybe everybody was right and I was wrong. Maybe this is part of an experiment. Maybe it isn't part of an experiment at all. Maybe it's just part of the documentary and that they have mended fences behind the scenes and they're saving it to show it on video and all that kind of stuff. Who knows? I don't know. I'm waiting to see whatever happens. I just hope it doesn't take 3 months for us to get through the series, because I don't know that I might not even make it. I'm the old man of YouTube. I might not even be here when the end of the series comes out. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.